Alright. So I'm icekitsune. I'm primarily a Tails speedrunner. I do Tails in Sonic 2, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, even Sonic 1. He's been my favorite character ever since I've been introduced. And today I am doing New Game Plus with Tails. Something that not everybody does. So let's get started on this, I guess. It starts as soon as I press start on this. So 3, 2, 1, and go. And this category is not that much different from any percent Tails. The only difference is you get Super Tails right from the beginning. An army of flickies at your command. Sometimes you get them in Angel Island, but I lost rings, so I don't. This stage is just played normally. There's no real glitches you can use here. That doesn't start till the next level. Yeah, we'll be seeing some bugs in Hydrosity. Yes, I pronounce it Hydrosity.
It is one word.
It is one word. Okay, so I wasn't supposed to land on that platform, and I wasn't supposed to land behind that rock. And actually, I really don't want Super Tails in Angel Island 2. Because Tails gets a taste of his own medicine. Because you know how you're playing as Sonic and Tails, and Tails hits a boss before you do, and you just fall right through it into a bottomless pit? That's what will happen.
I was gonna ask what makes Tails like Super Tails in particular different from other super forms in the series.
Super Tails in this game?
Yeah.
He has an army of flickies at his command. They automatically attack any enemies on the screen.
Oh, okay. So you get the flicky will cause iframes and you'll fall through the boss thing.
Yep.
I know that's playing Sonic and Tails.
Yeah. So yeah, this here, if I were playing as Sonic, that could be skipped, but Tails has to have the bridge blown up underneath him. So this stage, Hydrosity, or Hydro City, whichever you prefer. This is the first stage where you can skip stuff. See, I'm on a ceiling, and I'm flying over the ceiling. I had to learn how to count to 8 here. 6, 7, 8. And I messed that up. So now I have to fight the boss without invincibility. And it's still under a minute, not bad. But yeah, Hydrocity, Hydro City. I think I heard a streamer say the Japanese version or something pronounces it like Hydro Shiti or something like that. I'm probably butchering it, so. Alright, so yeah, take a death on purpose there to reset the level boundaries, so I can try and skip this level. So yeah. I messed this up. And this is what's not supposed to happen, but yeah. This is kind of where you would be, where the game thinks you are. So yeah, I'm just gonna let myself drown here. It's gonna take a minute.
So, is the intended result here just going to send you straight to the boss?
Yeah, it's supposed to send you straight to the boss if I didn't mess up my inputs there.
Okay. That's...
But yeah. Sometimes that happens. There we go. So yeah, it's just spin dash, then jump up, and now I'm at the boss. All right. And that was Hydrocity Act 2. Yeah, you can use your tails to damage the boss.
How hard do you find that boss? Because I see someone impressed in chat that you beat that with 0 rings.
It's actually not that difficult. Like, once you get used to it, that is. Alright, so yeah, bounce off this thing here. Now, Marble Garden. Tails, unfortunately, has to do both acts. And this is the first time you'll see Super Tails here. With his Flicky Army of Doom. So what I'm going to do here is a vertical wrap to unload some sprites. Pass through a wall there, and now I'm at the boss. Alright, that's not where it should have spawned, but still worked out. Thanks to the flickies.
Do you have to like press a button to fire them, or do they just have a mind of their own?
They have a mind of their own.
Is their movement like inconsistent? Like, have you lost time before because they just didn't want to hit the thing, or?
Nope. They do whatever they feel like, and I can still do what I need to do. Like, the only time they would hurt me is if I were Super Tails at, you know, a boss where there's like a bottomless pit or something. Alright, so this is another level wrap. Oh. And the RNG is different from what I was expecting. So yeah, the position of the boss in Act 1 determines what happens here. And yeah, I'm fighting Knuckles' boss. Ooh. I almost forgot to count to 8 there. I didn't know if that was 7 or 8 or 6 or 7 hits there.
Does Tails usually fight Sonic's boss?
Yeah, he usually fights Sonic's boss. But since I did the level wrap, I ended up in Knuckles' path.
Okay, so the Knuckles paths on levels are loaded in when you're playing as other characters.
Yep.
I didn't know that. I thought they were just, like, not there.
You'll be seeing another example of that shortly. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm doing so what I have here is called Wheel Glitch, and I have to lose it so I get some rings. But basically, if you land on these underneath that wheel there, it messes up your gravity. And I can use this to initiate a level wrap here. Get to the boss. And now the thing is, I am not allowed to jump. Because I need to carry this into Act 2. And now this boss here can cause some problems. Hopefully it's cooperative this time. Alright, this looks promising. Alright. The boss is gone, I still have my weird gravity. And I'll be needing that weird gravity in Act 2. Alright, so I can get away with jumping off that barrel. Gravity still remains weird. Got this first. Darn it. So I found I could probably get away with just running across the top here. But usually it's faster than that. So while I'm fumbling around up here, do you have any donations?
Let me check. We do have 2 new ones, yes. We have $13 from Oasis that just says, and Knuckles. And then we have another 10 from Ian Keith that says, oh hey, I know this icy friend. Have fun ignoring things like walls and physics for most of the stages.
Awesome. And yes, I do know Ian Keith. He's a good guy. Alright, so I'm at the boss, and... Oh geez, fortunately I did not fall through that pipe there. The weird thing about Sonic 3 is when sprites aren't on the screen... Oof. When sprites aren't on the screen, they don't really exist. You just go right through them. Alright, so this is where I do my first cutscene skip. I do not go in that cannon at the end of Carnival Night 2. And now we're in Ice Cap, the coolest level in the game. Just hope it doesn't give me a cold shoulder or some hard times. Alright, so this is... Okay, too low. So yeah, this is where I pause buffer a lot. And I didn't get slip glitch. So let's try that again. So I have to get this platform positioned just right. I'll grab this good ring just for grabbing it. More pause buffering. Alright, still good. Alright. So I'm in Sonic's tunnel. Would have preferred Knuckles. But this is still good. And look at that, I'm fighting the Act 2 boss. Yep, and that's Act 2. So now for launch base. It's gonna take advantage of the vertical scroll and not get hit in the right direction. Thanks, Flybot. Let's try this again. Yeah, sometimes launch base is launch base. So I'm just gonna restart the level. Try it again. So what I'm trying to do here is, alright, get knocked back, pass those spikes. And another level wrap. And now this will take me to Knuckles boss. So yeah, Sonic or Tails, you're only supposed to fight one of these things. Alright, good. Got the distance, got the speed. And see, since you're expected to only fight one of those, defeating one of those will trigger the end of a level. Now watch what happens. So Act 2 defeats the other one. We'll trigger the end of a level again. And this, it's worth it. We call this the Peacock. And we do have to, soft reset and start back in Mushroom Hill.
Okay, so I have a question about that.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm aware this is New Game Plus, right? So you're on the completed file, you have the zone select.
Right.
You're allowed to zone select to Mushroom Hill. I'm assuming if this was a new file and you soft reset there, it would allow you to... Would it, allow you to go to Mushroom Hill?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, once the zone clear thing finishes, it saves your progress. Alright, so this trick here, I'm trying to skip Mushroom Hill 1. 60% of the time, it works all the time. But I think the subpixels are saying no today. So, I think I'm just going to play it. At least you get to see more Super Tails. So yeah, it's been a while since I played Mushroom Hill 1. So...
If you want, I could plug some Bid Wars coming up before the end of the day.
go for it.
Alright. Right now, the only incentive we have open is tomorrow's bonus game, which is a Celeste Farewell race. We're at $633 out of $1,000 for that. So, over the halfway mark there, but still a considerable bit to go. And then for Bid Wars, we have a bunch coming up. For Super Mario Land, we have the Game Color scheme, in which Virtual Boy is still the only one that has money towards it. It has $40, and then Classic Game Boy and Super Game Boy are both completely empty. And then we have our 4 Final Fantasy 2, or our Final Fantasy Legend 2 character names. The current human name is Poke, the current imp name is Boop, the current robot name is HTBT, or Hotbot, and the current dragon name is Durg. If you want to change any of these, feel free to donate. And you can also donate during the run $20 towards a good or bad taste palette. So you'll be seeing a lot of palette swaps during that run if you donate for it.
Oh, that sounds cool. Alright, so Mushroom Hill 2. Oh, it's going to be Mushroom Hill 2. I try to take the top route here. Keyword is try. I still end up in the same place. Alright, that's Mushroom Hill 2 done. I'm going to do another cutscene skip here. And I'm going to do what is called the as intended glitch. Scroll screen down. And there we go. Just go through walls. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, but the physics are confused. And fortunately that platform did not troll me there. But sometimes it does. Then we get to fight this boss. Hey, stop hitting yourself. Alright, so since I landed on the capsule at a certain point, I have slope glitch again. Which will let me skip this whole level. If I do it right.
Does hitting the springs put you out of slope glitch?
Yeah, if you touch any other sprite-based object, you lose slope glitch.
Okay.
Alright, third time's a charm. And now I'm above the level and just going right through it. Now this is the speed that Carnival Night 2 should have gone. And now all we gotta do is wait for the platform. So while we wait for the platform to arise, do we have any other donations?
I don't think so.
Ah.
Nope, we do not.
Okay. We'll perhaps we'll get more by Lava Reef.
Well, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to remind people though that on top of just donations though, all the bits and subs that we get during the event will also be going to Trans Lifeline. They'll be added to our total at the end, I believe. Although if you cheer or sub, well, we still get the money to give to the charity. You don't get to put that towards an incentive, so big recommend donating if you want to support the cause, because that you can also make your mark on the event.
Alright, so now we've entered Sandopolis. Now, the thing I like to say is nothing good ends in Opolis. So that's why I skipped this level. Just fly up into that little corner there, just zip right. Right to the end. Alright, I see people talking about the weather and flying battery. Yep, it's totally normal. It's totally normal weather.
I'm pretty sure that's what it looked like out my window the other day.
Yeah. And after 2020, that's what it's going to be like. So just stand here, wait for the golem to go for a swim. Yeah, come on in, golem. The sand is fine. Alright, so the cycle I got was not ideal, but that's alright. Alright, so in Act 2, I have to watch my ring count. Because I prefer not to have super tails just yet. There's a part later in the level where they will mess you up. By they, I mean the Flickies of Doom. Alright, 26, that's good. So, you know how I said the Flickies auto-target anything? They'll target those sand capsules. And that'll mess up what I have to do in just a moment. So, take advantage of the vertical scroll there, get rid of those ghosts. And right here I do another... Right here I do another vertical scroll thing. The first I had to watch for the platform. Now if the stand were active, I would have died. So now I just go through the rest of this level as I usually do. Is at this point I could safely be Super Tails. And I remember back in the day this level took me like 15 minutes to get through. Alright, so now we're at the boss, and we did not enjoy the silence. If you hit the boss fast enough, you get no boss music.
Can I start this zone off by making a quick announcement?
Sure.
Okay, so we got a $10 anonymous donation that says, need more puns. And you told me that the boss of Lava Act 2 is very long and you can't do anything to speed it up. So if you want to get some puns in your donations, do it now, because there's going to be a long block pretty soon where I just get to read them.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a whole, like, 2 minutes. So yeah, unfortunately I can't skip the boss, so get those puns in there. Alright, so now we're at the stair clip part. It's another one of those things where 60% of the time it works every time. Basically what I'm trying to do is get through that step I keep laying on top of. It requires a good spin dash and jumping off the right part of that platform there. And oh, Scout, was that like the 20th time? 20th try?
It was the successful try, and that's what matters.
There we go. Exactly. Alright. So we skipped a good chunk of that stage there. And, you know, I've actually been debating on whether it's a good idea to have Super Tails here, but we're gonna have Super Tails here. Because we need more attack flicky action. And this is another part where I've paused buffer. So I can get under a monitor and clip into the floor. And wait 6 3/4 seconds to skip through Act 2. I just grabbed some rings just to grab some rings. I want to say that's probably Knuckles' path there. There's also like a pipe down there that only Knuckles can get into, and that's what you would use to skip the boss. But that requires things that are beyond my scope. A 6-tap spin dash and a double spin dash. Still learning it. I'll just grab some more rings here, and then go down. And just wait for the boss to destroy itself.
Alright.
Well, we have 2 new puns for you so far.
Excellent.
And we could get more at any time. But I'll start with the 2 that we have.
Alright.
We have $5 from Moonblaze Wolf that just says, "Really enjoying this run from icekitsune. He just seems so chill." And then we have LM Motos with $10 saying, "What do you get when you cross Sonic the Hedgehog and Curious George?"
What do you get?
Too fast, too curious.
Nice.
I am constantly refreshing.
That's okay. This boss is done now.
Oh, okay. All good then. Have fun in
Hidden
Hidden
Palace.
Palace.
Yep. And this is where I get to show off something that maybe not everybody is aware of. So, as Tails, if you fly up here, you see a bunch of stuff. All those power-ups there. 2 rings and an extra life. And only Tails can get to it. I call it his secret stash. And now it's time for Knuckles to get beat up some more. And that's how I just change the Super Tails and just let the invincibility and birds do the work.
Yeah, you know, he hides all his belongings in the 11th zone of the game.
Yep. Yeah, this is where I start the running gag of Knuckles getting tricked by Robotnik. I mean, seriously, Knuckles, how dumb can you be? And what I like to do here is called a slinky. Just roll down the stairs like that. And we get taken to Sky Sanctuary. You gotta wait for the Death Egg to shoot out all those things and Knuckles to get enough energy to press a button. And sometimes you get Knuckles to do a thing. I can never trigger it.
What usually happens there?
He just waves you on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Alright, so what I'm doing here is another vertical scroll thing. And apparently my input's messed up there. What's supposed to happen is supposed to fly down. So let's try this again. Alright. So I moved to Death Plane, so now I'm at the end of a level. I don't have to fight the throwback bosses. Alright. Let's try to spin dash there, but Tails decided he wanted to fly instead. That's Mecha Sonic taken care of. Cut this. Skip the cutscene. Get into Death Egg. Now this is just played as normal, just take Tails' route, which is actually quicker. At least it was Tails' route until Sonic 3 Air. Oh. Yeah, I lose his shield on purpose. So I need it gone by Act 2.
Air is a ROM hack, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Kind of fan game / ROM hack. I think it patches out the various glitches I've been using. Alright, so now we're at Red Eye. And since I have Super Tails, this boss is a joke. I'll just tap dance on the eye. Just because. Alright, now we've entered Act 2. What I'm doing is I'm resetting the level boundaries again. Making sure they are reset. So I can do a level wrap. Alright, got into the wall. Now this is a little bit risky, but I got it. Sometimes I soft lock. So just fight this boss, which I like to call the Uwu boss. Just because of the noises it makes. Alright. And one more glitch. Green scroll glitch. So now it messed up the boundaries here. I can't go too far to the right, otherwise I'll die. And this allows me to deal with that phase quickly. And now sometimes I want to float over the floor there, but this time I don't, so we'll just fight this casually. And that's time. That was Sonic 3 Knuckles New Game Plus with Tails.
That was very good.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for that run. You did an amazing job.
Thank you.
We're going to go back to intermission now, and then we're going to be having Coker on with the terrific Tracy. So stay tuned.